Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the This is the Music Meets Podcast, an independent podcast show that's dedicated to introducing you to rising indie and alternative artists from across the UK and Ireland. If you're new here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on any future episodes. And don't be shy, drop us a comment as I would love to hear from you. Okay, then let's dive straight into it. This is episode 148. And I'm delighted to be joined by Glasgow Rock'n'rollers Hazy Sundays. Over the course of today's episode, we're going to chat about the band's stunning debut album, Chaos in Harmony, crowdfunding, album launch shows, and much, much more. So it is a very warm welcome to Marco and Sean from Hazy Sundays. Chaps, it's a pleasure to have you here. How are you both doing?
You Good, too, Mark. Thanks a lot for having us, mate. I'm doing really well, thanks.
Definitely, much appreciated, Mark. Good to see you as always.
Yeah, likewise. Good to see you too as well. And really looking forward to this. And just wondering, being British and all that, we've got to chat about the weather. Have you been impacted by the rain and everything that's been?
It's just been raining today, but apart from that, we've had some really, really good days, so I can't complain.
Still roasting hot though, man.
Oh, it is. Yeah. I'm never going to complain about the sun being out, put it that way. It's taps off here.
We're close to sitting taps off on the interview, but before the better now.
I don't want to scare everybody off.
Might put people away,
Brilliant, love that. And it wouldn't be a podcast unless we mentioned the weather as well at some point in it, right? So obviously this is obviously Hazy Sunday's second appearance on the This Is The Music Meets podcast. And for those that fancy checking that out, it was episode 110. The link's going to be in the episode bio. But before we start talking about the brand new album, as I say, is absolutely stunning, Chaos in Harmony. Can you maybe, for those that maybe are coming across Hazy Sundays for the first time, can you maybe just sort of share a little bit of the journey about, Hazy Sundays up until this point?
Go for it, Marco.
Oh, I was going to say, what are you, Sean?
You kind of shut me up.
All right. Well, we got together in August 2022 and put an advert on Facebook on the musicians page, and I'd just left a band previously to that, and we started jamming. And then I got my friend Pete involved to play the drums. Sean already had his friend Ross playing the bass. So we got together and we just started putting out singles straight away, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had our first gig at King Tut's after 3 months been together. We've just been gigging. We put an EP out already. That's just released our debut album.
That was the last time we were on the podcast, was when the EP was just about to come out, was it?
Must have been last May or something, Matt.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Last May. So that was the sort of journey getting together, starting, and then we've just been gigging relentlessly since, Mark, and just banging out singles. And
this year this year we've been a bit quieter, obviously, because we were writing most of the albums since Christmas time and stuff. But now we're going to ramp it back up again. Now we've got all the albums, tunes to play, and that. So now we'll just be gigging just non-stop now, and going for it.
Yeah, sure. And when you obviously got together in 2021, did you ever envisage, that 4 years later, 2025, that you'd end up having an album out?
All right.
Maybe not on vinyl and stuff like that. That's always like a sort of like a dream thing to have, like, do you know what I mean? But no, but I definitely thought I'd hoped we'd have an album out by that point. But just like the quality, I think, of this album, it's like, I probably wouldn't have seen that back then.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I know.
2022 it was, we got together.
Sorry, 2022, aye. No, as soon as I met Sean, I kind of knew he was on the sort of like same wavelength as me and quite like obsessive about music and wanting to get stuff done and that. So I always thought we would get something out eventually, and I was always quite confident that we would release something. It just, you always want to do it like
now.
That's some good quality as well, and you don't want to just rush something out either. So we always wanted to sort of wait until we had obviously the financial backing or the means to do it the way we wanted to do it, and not just
Definitely.
stick anything out recorded anywhere.
It's like the early demos we put out, they were like really, they were early demos. Do you know what I mean? It was like, obviously, I the financial side of things and stuff as well. So it wasn't like big fancy studios or anything we were recording the early demos. So it was just to get songs out.
They were fine for what they were, though. It was
They were
just
great.
we had to get something out so people could hear like what we sound like.
Definitely.
Dodgy live or rehearsal sort of footage. We've done
Definitely.
the job at the time, but it's just been a continual progress to what we've got to today, kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
So,
And obviously with the album title Chaos in Harmony, I sort of found that quite intriguing. Does it represent, you know, anything for you as a band, and sort of how does that maybe reflect the
it does, aye. It's basically, it's like we're all like
We're
quite
a bit
chaotic.
mental, aye.
Aye, like quite chaotic mentally. Like, so, but it's like it sort of works in harmony. So that's where the chaos and harmony sort of came feel like, aye. And it's pretty bang on, because it's like, as much as it's like you put, like, even Ross was in the band, so the four of us were all a bit like wacky, but to say so, but it's just, but we got on really well, and it's just like when we do music together, it just works.
It's just chaos and harmony, isn't it? That's it.
So that's where the name came from, like,
Aye. But see, coming up with names for stuff is so difficult. Like,
I think the album name was pretty easy though, because
aye. That was that. I can't even remember who suggested that.
well, I had Intrusive in Harmony for it was meant to be for the EP before.
Right.
Nobody was keen on it. Ross was like, that doesn't even make sense. It made sense to me, but he was like, doesn't make sense. So anyway, cut a long story short, that name was there for a while, and then the Chaos in Harmony. Then Ian Brown actually liked the post on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I think he maybe seen, like, because he's got a song from Chaos to Harmony or something, and I think that he thought like maybe it was from that or something, and he don't know how he came across our page, but he liked it. But it was just pure coincidental, so it wasn't for his song or nothing. Yeah, that was cool.
That's you let the secret out now. That's what we stole it
from. Yeah, he was there on your gig.
I was just covering the cracks.
Yeah. Kind of like looking across the album, obviously I know that some of the songs, you know, obviously you sort of like reworked them a little bit in terms of like the sound and that, but were there any songs that maybe were like a little bit harder to sort of like finish, or maybe, you know, change the most from, like Sean, you were just mentioning like demos and stuff to that final version?
So what song did we release? Nah, man, it was like, so see, like track 12, Higher Low, and track 8, like they were like a couple of brand new songs. The album, they were like recorded, they were like written like a couple of weeks before going in. Well, literally a week before going in. Yeah. So they were fairly new tracks. It was more like I would say the song Ride the Wave. We were playing about with that for a wee while, Mark. Right?
That's right. Basically, before we went in the studio, it's like we needed some help. Chris Marshall was great. He actually producing us and like cutting things out of songs and starting things quicker, or just adding wee bits here or there. So it was things like that. Because Ride the Wave had a big long chorus at the end, kind of went on forever. And then we got some there's a wee bass breakdown in it after the solo, etc. And there's things just to sort of split it up a bit like that. It was things like that he really came into his own with as well. And even in YouTube's as well, there's like a wee drop in the verses. Because we had just sort of the riff just continuing, but then he had it sort of drops out a wee bit.
Sort of the chorus, that was the change in it there, that sort of just a constant you choose bit. We did have it, but it was like, it was a wee bit different the way we sort of were doing it in the studio. Like the album, that was recorded, it was like 2 weeks pretty much all in, up to like 12 days.
12 days.
It was like two full weeks and then an extra couple of days. So it was like basically a track a day.
Because what happened was we had the 10 tracks, and then at the end of that, we were like, we can get another 2 tracks on this, see to fit on for the vinyl length. So that's when we went away and we wrote those 2 songs within a week. It was basically like a session at Pete's, me, Sean, and Pete were there, and we wrote those 2 songs, didn't we? Basically one night, and then one day in the studio. It
Just
came
went
out
in
great,
with
I
it.
thought.
I know, totally.
Yeah, sure. And sorry, and you sort of mentioned there with the recording with Chris.
Mm-hmm.
What was that process like? I mean, it sounded like it was pretty fast from what you've just been saying there.
It was
12
brilliant.
days for the
So
12 tracks.
yeah, so it was like we went in over because it was spaced out over a wee bit of time. So it was like the first 2 days was like drums and bass, get the guide tracks doing drums and bass,
Mm-hmm.
and then days sort of 3 and 4 was me and Marco doing all our guitar parts, and then the Friday was like the full day of vocals, which was quite difficult because you're just over and over and over again. But it was just a pure buzz. It was like we've never really recorded like that yet. It was just a good laugh. You were just dead relaxed. It was just like it was class. It was a really, really good experience, and just like as Marco was saying, like somebody actually producing you and giving you ideas and stuff, like getting input and saying, look, that might not work as good, try this and stuff. It did make a huge difference in the quality of the tracks.
No, definitely for myself as well, because as you know, I get carried away with the guitar stuff. It was good to get told, like, we don't need another 42 bar solo in every song.
Marco's like that when you get told like that.
I know. I was like, oh, it's good. No, but what happened was I knew Chris from school, so it was really good, like reconnecting with him again. And it was dead good that makes everyone felt dead comfortable with him because me and Pete both knew him like really well. So I think that made the process a lot easier as well. And then having Forbes here as well, it was just honestly like sitting with your mates, just making an album and like this great studio. It was
All the
really,
mad
really good.
stories I'm getting told about Marco and Pete for back in the day.
It was basically like half the day was story time. That was it. We could have done the album in about 3 days, to be honest with you.
Telling you that they were like that in betweeners.
That's what it was. That was what we were the in betweeners, the originals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And any sort of, any stories that you can tell from the actual recording sessions at all? Or was it, pretty much right, this is here what we're to do and we're just going to get in and just play or sing or whatever?
We were quite like right into like work, like we were on a time scale, so that was like, it was like in, get the job done. The days that it was me, Marco and Chris just doing things, it was just story time.
I know it sounds like arsey, but like me and Sean had like quite practiced what we were going to do, so we didn't really take like many takes to like get our stuff down. So it was like, and see, because it felt so comfortable, just knew what we wanted to achieve in our sounds and stuff. We were getting that done actually quite quickly, and he's really fast at doing his stuff as well. So
definitely,
there was always time for a little. It was like 3 old ladies at times. It went from politics to story time really quickly, so it was all over the place.
That was mad. That was quite a good buzz.
Brilliant. Love to hear that. And obviously you said they was working with Chris. Would you, consider, in the future for either a, single or EP or even an album if that's in the works? Would you?
Definitely.
There's no going back now.
I've got to give him a big shout out because like he done his, let's just say he done us a really, really good deal. Like he came up with like really, really big bands and stuff like that. But honestly, he was really, really good to us in that, and top class. Like
he was.
Couldn't imagine doing it anywhere else. Like it was in is it Mogwai's studio, isn't it?
Yeah, Castle of Doom.
Do you know the band Mogwai?
Right.
It was their studio more than them, but it was absolutely fantastic. Like the sound of it was just great.
It was
top class.
It was good, and then obviously Forbes, Jambox, he was helping out with the recordings as well. So it was cool. Getting a chat with him as well. He's a good lad.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, we know Forbes very well through the podcast and various gigs and stuff over the years. So it's great to hear that you had a wicked time in the studio. Is there, and this is sort of for both of you really to answer, is there a song on the album that sort of feels like this is the heart of Chaos in Harmony, and if so, why and what is that track for you?
Go for it, Marco. I know,
you go first, Sean, because my mind's, I've got into Homer Simpson mode here. I'm just trying to.
I know yours is track 12. That was track 12. Probably for me, it's like Hear the Truth, right? It's like, as much as I would have never ever thought that before, like I'd sort of like not gave up on that song, but it was like sort of been, it's the song that sort of like lately is sort of like just done so good for me and stuff like that, especially on socials and stuff like TikTok and stuff, and it's just got a whole new following, and it's gave us a whole new sort of lease of life for the song and stuff. Aye, it's just typical sort of Hazy Sundays. Aye, no, it's like,
I think the new version sounds so much better as well, doesn't it?
But no, it's like, I love all the songs on it, if I'm honest. I
Yeah,
really do.
yeah.
There's no song on it that I'm like, oh, I wish we never put that on it or anything. Aye. What about you, Marco? What are you saying?
Can I pick two?
Go for however many you want.
I would say You Choose the first track and Higher Low the last track.
Yeah.
There's just something about, see, the last track, Higher Low, like I said, because we wrote it just been like a few days. Just something, don't want to sound too cheesy, but there's something like quite organic about it, and just, it's a different kind of sound for us as well. It's kind of like, see, the guitars are quite chorus laden and stuff as well. It's quite kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's just got a different sound for us. It's not as heavy in the guitars and I like the bit at the end. I always think it sounds a bit like The Who or something, but I love that. And I just think You Choose is just, I would say that's probably the definitive song if I would let one person hear a song off the album. It's got a good groove to it.
I agree with that.
Got loads of different layers in it, good chorus. It's just,
yeah.
I think it would sound really, really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's four great choices. Sorry, there from you both. Yeah. So
just pick them all.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's exactly how an album should be listened to, right from the start. No skipping. And you know, I'd have to say You Choose. I just like how that, you know, how the drum beat comes in at the beginning, and then obviously with the guitars on it, man. It for me it kind of sums up the whole sort of Hazy Sunday sound. You know what I mean? It's direct, straight to the point. That's what I'd go for.
Nice, man. I think it's it was a good choice for the opening track.
Yeah.
Really definitely. In your face pretty quick, man. So
I can just imagine as well, see playing it live over a wee while, like you can stretch the song out as well at the end bit and stuff and play it longer. I can just imagine that sort of.
We opened the set with that on Friday at the album launch, and it went in really well. Like a lot of people singing back and stuff, which is good.
Yeah, so, no, definitely. Well, it makes it, it worthwhile as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah,
definitely.
And obviously, for the album, you obviously run a crowdfunding campaign to help bring it to life. So, kind of like then, first sort of two questions here, really. First of all, what was that experience like? And also as well, obviously, I'm in it, but obviously you have got a WhatsApp group going as well to sort of, you know, sort of get a little bit closer to your fan base. So kind of like, has it changed your relationship with your fan base? Has it, encouraged more people to sort of discover Hazy Sundays?
Definitely. So it was a whole process, like we done like with this crowdfunding campaign. So it was like, we started off, I don't know if you ever seen the ads we're doing, like it was like free CD giveaway. So we done that, we gave like the EP away just to give people a wee sort of taste of like Hazy Sundays and stuff like that, just so we could sort of like let people discover who we were and stuff like that. So that was the whole sort of starting point. We done that, and then we're working with like Hookins management, and got a bit of guidance and stuff on it. As much as a crowdfunding it was a pre-order campaign as well. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, cut a long story short, so we decided like we're going to try and do this and just sort of like hit a target so we can get a bit of support to release this album. And then literally as soon as we put the announcement out there, we got so many pre-orders in straight away. People were just like, obviously a lot of people, because it was like from our mailing list, people who had the EP, so they sort of knew a bit about the band and were willing to sort of like put that wee bit of faith into it and pre-order. People like yourself, Matt, pre-ordered the album, obviously before they knew what was going to be on the album. So it was like just so overwhelming. It was like how quick and just like how sort of like much everybody just sort of put that faith into it and got involved with it, and like even like handwritten lyric sheets and stuff. Like we had them on our sort of store, and people were ordering them to help out the band. And then obviously remember we done the guitar raffle and stuff.
That was
So it was great, and then obviously through doing that, you're we're sort of like building that sort of community and that sort of like fan base or families, such as you want to call it, just Hazy sort of family, and starting to build that sort of group of people. And then just like through doing that, we just sort of slowly kept building up our target, and then before we knew it, the target was smashed.
Yeah,
which was unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? It was like, because obviously it never cost us what we got for target. It was like 5k we got in for the target to record the album and release it and get it was well more than that. But see, if we weren't able to do that crowdfunding, there was no way we could have been able to be financially in a place where we could have recorded an album to that level and put out vinyl and CD. It just wouldn't have been financially possible. And it's great because it's like we've got to that place. We've been able to do that independently and totally DIY. And it's like we own the full rights to that now. So that's ours. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if a label and maybe says, "Oh, we'll give you A, B, and C amount to go and record and stuff like that," then they own a big chunk of that. Can be done DIY. It's like that's gave us a lot of hope, and hopefully it'll give other bands a wee bit of hope that if you've got that sort of solid fan base, that you can do it DIY.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, sure. And how as well? Obviously, you mentioned there you were doing like like ads and stuff to obviously sort of try and increase the awareness. I guess is the right phrase. But how did you find the whole sort of like social media thing, having to constantly put posts out, maybe not necessarily daily, but fairly regularly to keep people interested and to raise awareness? How did you find that side of it?
The social media side of things, man, it's hard work. Like it's the hardest part of being in a band. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's a shame that sometimes it's like that stuff comes way before actually doing the music. It's like, but it's like there's so much competition out there, and it's like if you don't do that stuff, you'll just fall by the wayside, and it's like it's really difficult. But Mark, we're always on about that, like trying to think of like ideas for content and stuff, and just trying to promote yourself. And it's like I don't really feel I'm annoying people, but
it's just mad because it's such a mystery how the algorithms work and how some of your stuff gets seen and then some stuff just goes right under the radar, and it's quite disheartening sometimes. On the other hand, it's like we've done some really good. Well, Sean does all the TikTok videos. We had a few quite big hits at the start of the year, and that really helped with the crowdfunder. Just people discovering us through that.
Just out the blue. But it's this video, it was just a clip of Hear the Truth, which I posted years ago, and then it just suddenly just popped. See, the majority of people at our album launch there, they were all just people from TikTok. They're like, we discovered you on TikTok. So it was like, I'm talking like nearly everybody at that album launch was all just new followers, people who discovered on TikTok.
From the start of the year, everyone's been from TikTok, basically.
So we were supporting Block 33 at Slay. This was in like March.
Yeah.
And we seen a huge change in like people who'd come to see us at that gig. And there was just so many people like, oh, I've seen you on TikTok. I thought I'd come and see you. And then it was like, for the album launch here, it was just the same again. It was just like loads of people. So it definitely does work, which is good.
Yeah, definitely. As you say, it's good, but it's also frustrating as well in sort of equal measure because I kind of like feel it should be about the quality of the music that's coming through rather than
man.
You've
had
I
think it's that thing. It's like, see if you had loads of money to pump into ads, you can get your band out there rapid, but it's it's no real life.
It's like Sean said, like see our Facebook, we've got thousands of followers, and it seems like the same 5 people see our stuff. But then it's like you put an ad out, and then suddenly, everyone sees your stuff again. As soon as you start pumping money in, it's like, it's just hard. Like, see for just working class bands, it's difficult. But just trying our hardest to try and get it out there, and
that's it. It's like
that's it.
It's all about just that sort of thing, getting yourself out there, and platforms like yourself, Mark, promoting bands. It's like we've had new followers for people that discovered us on your shows and stuff like that. So it's like, thankfully, there's good people like yourself who does this due to the kindness of their heart and wants to just help the DIY scene. thankfully there is people like you, because we need people like you, man.
Yeah,
doing God's work.
yeah.
We're truly grateful. You're the
Yeah,
guest
look,
list forever.
yeah, absolutely. I do agree. I think there's, I think there seems to be more and more people, who are trying to promote and shout about, indie music, or, guitar
Yeah.
bands, whatever phrase you want to, or label you
Mhm.
want to use, which I think is great to see. But, just need a few more, I think, and I totally agree with what you're saying there about the algorithms. One post could be seen by, 5 people, as you said, Marco,
Yeah.
and then, the post, you could do exactly the same post, the following week or whatever, and suddenly you've got 50,000 people or what, it's
It's mad. It's mad. It was, as I say, it was like that thing on TikTok, like the wee clip with the song I've put on the
yeah.
music video. I've done it before loads of times, and it's that same scenario. And just that one time, it was a boom, 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 and it just wouldn't stop. It was just like, it was literally like 5,000 followers in like a week or so. It was.
I still remember
madness.
it. It was like a Sunday night. You put it on and you were like, "Oh, this is getting a few viewers," and then by the Tuesday or Wednesday, it was like 1,000 or something. It's like everybody was commenting on it. And we're like, "This is great." It's like, see if we could just get our stuff out to people. Like,
If you could actually just let people hear it, because you start, some days you lose faith. You're like that. As people just know that interest and stuff. It just takes for when you get to see that people actually do get to hear you.
Yeah.
That people are interested. But it's like, it's one of the ones, but you just keep grafting away and keep chipping at it. Sure, all the band, a lot of bands out there agree and feel the same way, and it's just. I like the graft as well. Sometimes it could be a bit of a nightmare, but it's a good buzz as well, because it's like that sort of thing. It's like, will this be the day?
Yeah.
This be the day we will be here.
I think as well, though, see, because we're like, let's say, quite obsessive and genuine about it. Like, we actually love what we do as well. So it's like we want it to work, and it's not like it's a hindrance doing this. Like, this is what we love doing. So
yeah,
it's like
it's a second job. It's just like, so I've got my day job, and then I've got my other job. It's a good buzz. We love it.
Yeah,
absolutely love it.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're anything like me, we wish it was the other way around, right?
Yeah, totally, mate, totally.
And obviously, just sort of cast your mind back, maybe when you received. I guess obviously you would have got a test press in for the vinyl, and obviously when you finally got the the actual finished copy, so to speak, in your hands. Can you maybe remember, what was that feeling like, Marco? What did it mean to you personally? First time you saw it?
Oh, I've not actually seen the test press, and it's still.
Oh, okay, right.
Sean's kept that.
I'll tell you a story about the test press. And
can I see it just now? Actually, that'd be good. Keeps that hidden in the vault.
No, but it wasn't like any like this glamorous thing. It was like, oh, I've got a test, I can relax. It was like literally everything was so rushed that I got 5 test presses. I had to listen to them one after the other straight away just to make sure everything was good, because I needed to clarify, okay, so we can get them in, so we can get them the proper copy, so we can get them shipped. So everything was go. But that was a good buzz. See, like, obviously just that, like, sort of like when they came and stuff. I think it was more a buzz when we got the proper vinyls through. Like, obviously we were up, so it was like literally the vinyls came. I think it was like, was it the Tuesday, and then the boys, because obviously like we were doing signed copies for the crowdfunder one, so the boys came up. So we can sign them, and we put the record on and listen to it together and stuff. So that was cool. That was a really good moment. It was, see, that just, I don't know, something about vinyl. I mean, it's just different. It just sounds better. Just the way, I think it's the way the songs, like on Spotify and stuff sounds compressed, and I think it's just like the way it's meant to sound.
The artwork and stuff just looks better. Everything just looks a lot better.
Did you see the vinyl? Did you have a look at it? Have you listened to it on the vinyl yet?
You talk to me?
You talk to Mark?
Yeah. I wasn't sure then. Yeah, no, I have. Yeah, I mean it looks. Yeah, go on. I'll let you talk, Sean. You're holding it there, so go on.
So no, I just had one sitting on a table, but no, it was a Seabass vinyl, so I'll give them a shout out. They're a Scottish like sort of vinyl pressing plant. But they were great, absolutely great, really helpful. They were so quick. You know, like some people, I always see bands like, oh, vinyls are delayed and stuff like that constantly. They were like on the ball. They were like, look, I gave them the date. Look, could we please try and have them back before at least our album launch? And they were like, no, we'll get it. We'll get that sorted for you. And they were great, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I must say one thing I really do like about it is the front cover and the back cover. Like we took that ourselves. It's down the Barrowlands in Glasgow,
right?
But I just that's the thing I'm really proud of. I just think that's really kind of the thing I was looking to get out there, and I think it just looks really cool.
Well, there's something like no 90s looking, but just a bit different. Usually some of the stuff could be. It's always a hard thing, the artwork, because usually you've got the song, you're like, right, we need to get some sort of artwork for this, and you're trying to like think of ideas and blah blah blah. And it was like, our mate James, like just took some photos of it, just like casual shots, and used a bit of editing software and changed the lights and stuff and lighting and stuff on it. And I thought
it was good as well. I was always wanting something quite bright as well, and it was in May time when the sun was out, but I was finding that our stuff's usually quite dark, like the covers and stuff like that as well. So like, let's get something nice and bright.
Because we're trying to find something like last minute to get the song out. No, it was good. Happy with it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think the artwork looks great, and I think as well personally, it's quite nice actually to see a band, you know, not being disrespectful to any band, because it's, you know, clearly it's up to you what you do, but it's nice actually to see that it wasn't just a, you know, it's another picture of of the band on the front of the out. You know, most people know what you look like, but you know what I mean. Yeah. It feels to me anyway, and again, not being disrespectful or slagging anyone off, that a bit more thought has gone into it, like with what you've done there.
I just always think pictures with the bands on them can sort of date them a wee bit from like a few years' time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I
just think they can always date it if you just put pictures, but again, it's what you want to do. It's just my opinion, like, it's nothing wrong with doing that.
No, yeah, agree there, definitely. And obviously we're recording this on a Sunday evening, so we're a couple of days after you headlined Nice and Sleazy, obviously up in Glasgow there. How did the gig go? You've obviously alluded to the sort of crowd setup that you had, you know, tended to mainly to be like new followers. So how was your set received?
Amazing, man. There was like I think on the day of the gig, what was there, like 10 tickets left or something, Marco? Yeah. It was like really like that was a buzz straight away. The set just went down, see from start to finish. It was just like a total buzz, man. It was just a good buzz in the room. It was like probably the best gig we've ever played, I would say.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
totally. It was just like different. It was like done loads of good gigs and stuff, but it was just like, I know, it was just like people were there to see it, and people were looking forward to hearing the songs for the album, and there was just that buzz about the room. It was just like, aye, man.
The good thing was the album had been out for a few weeks as well, so people could hear the songs and knew the songs, so at least they could come along and knew the songs to listen to, because sometimes if you go to these things and the albums just came out and no one's heard the songs, it could be the best album in the world, but sometimes you hear like the first time you've heard the songs, you know what I mean? It's hard to take in sometimes if you've not heard them before, but it was great. I really enjoyed it.
No, definitely. It was just like, I just feel we played really tight as well. Obviously, it was like my first gig with Ross as well, so it was obviously that was going to be a bit strange and stuff as well. But thankfully, Jess from Local Authority helped on bass, and she's going to help with the now until we get something sorted. But no, Jess is absolutely class. She's a great bass player. We've always we've done a lot of gigs with Local Authority, so we're well aware of Jess, and she's just really cool. So she was solid. But we got like 5 sort of long rehearsals with her. She just absolutely smashed it.
She's got the chaos and harmony mindset as well.
Totally. Definitely. But he's great.
Yeah.
All fit in.
Yeah, Brilliant. It sounds like then you'll have to just like do double header gigs together all the time, just wherever you both play.
So we can eyes.
I think as well, see, because we've been doing the album this year, we've not gigged that. We've maybe done about 5 or 6 gigs this year. It's not been that many, so I think, and this has been the first one for a while, so that made it extra special.
The last time was April, was it? Manchester.
Was it? Yeah. This is our first headline gig as well.
Yeah.
It was great. It feels like
it was class. If I could do it all over again, I would. We'd done a cover of Rocks to end it.
Yes.
Which was a pure buzz. It was Marco's idea. I'm always like, no, just do our own songs. He's like, no, let's get a cover in and stuff. And then she just it was just what a class way to end it, Marco. Everybody was pure writing about it, and just the room was just it was class.
Yeah.
So much fun. Loved it.
I feel like the new songs have taken us forward a bit as well.
Definitely.
Sound great,
totally.
The set.
I just want people to hear it. I think see if people just give it a chance and actually listen to the album, they'll enjoy it. I know for a fact they will. Getting people's ears onto it.
Definitely. Well, I can second. I definitely second that. But I think if you give it a listen, then you'll definitely enjoy it, because it is a superb debut album. So on every This Is The Music Meets podcast, we ask our guests a series of questions that are sort of designed to be a little bit more sort of like light-hearted and maybe help the listeners find out a little bit more about the artist that we are chatting to. So the first sort of flurry of questions, and if you want to elaborate on these, then feel free to. So the first question feels very topical at the minute. Vinyl or streaming?
Oh, vinyl.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. Streaming's good for easy access, but vinyl all the way.
No, sure. Definitely agree with you there on that, on what you're saying there. So studio or being up on the stage playing live?
Live. It's got to be live. I love recording. Are you talking about recording studio or just rehearsing?
Yeah, bro. No one's ever asked me that before. I'll say being in the studio, like recording.
Recording, no.
That's a really hard one, isn't it?
I would say live, but recording was a very close second. But I know there's nothing beats playing live.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. What is for both of you? What is your guilty pleasure song?
Oh, yours.
I've got too many, honestly. I don't even care. I'll see Kylie Minogue's Locomotion or something like that.
That is a tune.
That's a tune. £10 deep, loving it. Sean will say the Beatles or something. It's not even a guilty pleasure.
Nah, it's not the Beatles. Got to think. See, when you're on the spot like that, I can't even think. Let's just say Take That.
Love it. Yeah. And if there was one artist that you could switch lives with for a day, who would it be?
Can they be alive or dead?
Entirely up to you.
Probably what about Jim Morrison? That'd be a good day.
Yeah.
There's a thing for a day.
Well, he definitely fit the old chaos of the album.
He'd be a good fifth member. Old Jim with his leather pants on.
Oh, he certainly would. Fuck.
Sean's not a good guest, by the way. He's
I know you're stuttering on the spot.
He's putting him on the spot.
Somebody, I'll say Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, nice, yeah, great choice. Liking that.
A good buzz as well.
Yeah, definitely. And hope this doesn't happen. But you're stranded on a desert island. What 3 albums would keep you going until you are rescued?
Oh man!
Right, I'll say Abbey Road, definitely, maybe, and Up the Bracket.
Nice, yeah, great choices.
I'm picking an Oasis album just because it's the topic now, but I actually prefer What's the Story more than Glory, if I'm honest.
You picked that the last time we were on the show.
Did I? Yeah. It's just good. It's just I just remember because when that came out, I was just getting into music and stuff, and I just missed definitely maybe, so I'd pick that. Well, let's give me a pick, man. Well, it's got to be a bit of Guns N' Roses, isn't it? Seamus.
Yeah, I was waiting on it.
I was like, why even lie?
You picked that as well last time.
How do you even remember? I can't remember what I've done this afternoon. This is really hard. I'm pure stumped.
You can pick your own album if you want.
Oh no, it's not that good. Let's be real here. I'll just pick something like the Verve, something like that.
Nice. Yeah, liking that. Obviously, we are in the middle of festival season at the minute. Is there any festival that you boys would love to go and play at?
Any. Give the festivals.
John would play in somebody's back garden if we could.
I'm always like that. It's the things you've got to do, Marco. Marco's like that now. No, I'm not playing that much. The things you've got to do.
Just a wee bit of wood for the stage. Are we talking like dream stuff?
Yeah, dream stuff.
Have you ever seen like Rock in Rio before?
I've seen like pictures of it, and I've sort of seen some of the lineups over it. Is that on the beach, right? Is that one? Is that on the beach?
There's one. It's actually quite weird now because there's a Rock in Rio that's actually in Lisbon. I don't know why, but there's one as well. It's actually in Rio still, but they call Rock in Rio one here in Lisbon. But no, the one in Rio would be great. It's like I don't know. It's like 150,000 or something. But it's all the gigs that I've saw absolutely. I mean, I always think see the crowds in South America as well.
Yeah.
You ever saw that Oasis one at in Buenos Aires at the River Plate Stadium?
Yeah, at the
That
end.
was like
Yeah.
something else, like just like proper, like people just into it and stuff. I would like things like that, like total bucket list stuff.
Yeah.
But aye,
Yeah.
but closer to nah. But see, I'm kind of like Sean as well. Like I like just playing anywhere.
Yeah, definitely. And you
I'm
saying
not
that about
fussy.
sorry, you saying that about Rock in Rio? Aren't they doing with Codachia?
Coachella.
Yeah, that one as well. Yeah, aren't they doing that over in? They're bringing, or they brought. Is it this year or maybe it's next year? They're bringing it over into Europe.
Just all money into it. It's just all
Yeah.
influence. Who was even playing Coachella this year?
Coachella, know that festival where it's all like the wee posh.
Ah,
It's that
They're
one.
not
Yeah.
even into like are the wee influencers. They're not even
Yeah,
into
yeah,
music.
yeah.
See, I remember seeing stuff about it.
I don't. It's a weird
Aye.
festival.
And
It's a bit of
it's like
shame I
they're
couldn't
not
see
there for
them.
the bands. They're just there for TikTok.
Yeah,
See,
that's
even-
it. Well, you're a star now, Sean. You should know all
That's it.
about it,
I'm a
really, mate.
TikTok man.
Maybe we should go there. We could get some content, Marco. That might be what we need for our answers to get in the band. They're just cutting about Coachella, just filming ourselves.
Make yourself bankrupt to get there.
Just Marco taps off, cutting about Coachella.
We're doing a crowdfunding to go to Coachella now, lads.
That's a good a crowdfunder video tomorrow. Fundraising Sunday's trip to Coachella.
I know.
Try and get content.
People are like, he's playing. No, we're just getting content now for TikTok.
Just cutting about outside.
Brilliant, man.
Brilliant, love that. I'm going to put you on the spot again a little bit with this next question, so I do apologise in advance. If Chaos in Harmony was the soundtrack to a film, what would the opening scene look like?
Car chaser, so I can just picture like a mad,
I would just sound good.
a mad car chaser, some fucking guns going off, and I don't know, mad shit like New
like a
York
Quentin
or something.
Tarantino film or something.
Just someone mad, just see like the intro, the opening riff to You Choose. Pete sitting with a bandana and a vest.
Yeah, Mark, can you understand the Chaos and Harmony part now? This is a sober as well. Oh man,
I reckon Sean's been thinking about that answer to a
I
question.
know.
I reckon
How did I get
that was
so
quick.
I just lie in my bed thinking about it. Nah, well, I don't. But nah, I don't know. That's the way. What do you picture it as, Marco?
I know, no, definitely just something like that, like Quentin Tarantino or some sort of mad chase, like just like with the guitar riff comes in, it changes to different scenes and stuff like that, and just madness going on.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Let's
Let's
make
do it, yeah. Do it
Let's do
low
a,
budget, yeah.
let's do a crowdfunder for the video. Mark Speller fronts it.
Mark Speller's like Spielberg.
He's got the wee hat on.
I can't even direct my own podcast there. So with the album obviously released, and the album launch show also done as well, kind of like then what's next for Hazy Sundays in 2025? You know, we're looking at, you know, tours or more gigs. You know, have you got, you know, any more new music like sort of bubbling away in the background? What does 2025 look like for you boys now?
So it's definitely just going to be a lot of promotion, still promoting this album and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? We're going to be starting to what we know things have calmed down a wee bit. We're going to start probably doing a wee bit of more promotion on socials and stuff, like even if it is a wee bit of ads or whatever, to try and get the album out there. We've got some gigs booked. We're playing in York for the first time. That's in September. But we're going there for a gig. And then hoping maybe a wee bit later in the year to try and get some more dates down south, get some dates and do that the rest of the year. I don't know if we'll record anything else later in the year. I'm sure we might record another single or whatever. I don't know. We've not even thought that far ahead yet of like recording, but I know probably like knowing us that once like that the album's died doing a bit and stuff like that, we'll be wanting to do someone else. Do you know what I mean?
I think realistically just want to tour and just do as many dates as we can down in England.
Yeah, definitely.
Try and get a bigger play King Tut's or something in Glasgow later in the year and try and go on the radar for the festivals next year.
Do you like to get in, like, obviously, do you know what I mean? Obviously, to get some bigger gigs and stuff, we need to sort of get in, like in King Tut's, so we can get in with DF and stuff and maybe hopefully get some.
I emailed them today.
Aye, get definitely another sort of Glasgow headline. We're playing with Holy Coves as well, actually, in Aberdeen. So that's looking forward to that. I've never played Aberdeen. That's in, I think it's the 30th or 29th of November. So that'll be good as well, obviously, to get up there. I think Aberdeen's obviously Aberdeen's still in Scotland, but it's still quite far. It's like 3 hours away from us. But I know it's got a good music scene up there.
Yeah.
So that'll be good as well. But aye, just continue to promote ourselves and hopefully get offers of some good gigs and good support slots. And even to get a good support slot with a big band and just start to get ourselves a good name for ourselves and aye, just keep grafting away, man.
Things are coming along nicely because our fan base is growing. Like we sold out that gig on Friday.
Yeah.
We just want to keep it going, get to a bigger venue in Glasgow, and then hopefully, like I said, we can go on the festivals next year. But even this year, we want to go on, play more in England, and do like Friday, Saturdays down south. Like, so, like, do you know what I mean? Do like London in another venue, and the Friday and Saturday, just keep doing stuff like that.
Definitely.
We'll just get that. I feel now we've got something decent to back us up now with a full album and stuff. So
yeah. So if any other bands are watching this for England and you're looking for a support band for Scotland, we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Well, I definitely think they should. You know, you're a great band. Say the album Chaos in Harmony is absolutely fantastic. You know, delighted that it's here and congratulations to you both and obviously Hazy Sundays as a band.
Much appreciated, Mark.
It's great that he's here. But before I do let you go on the podcast, can you just let the This Is The Music listeners know the social media platforms that they can find Hazy Sundays on?
Yeah.
This is your remix, Sean.
And, everything you could think of, we're on it. Facebook, Twitter, or X as it's called, Instagram, TikTok. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. You'll find one.
Hazy Sundays Band, isn't it?
Most things. HazySundays.com as well. If you fancy ordering a physical copy, vinyl or CD of the album as well. If you listen to it and you enjoy it and you like it and you want to hear it on vinyl, then please go to HazySundays.com and get a copy. It'd be greatly appreciated.
We need to fund that video.
No. Yeah, we've got a car chase. That's not going to be cheap. Anyway, that'd be cool. But yeah, thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, man.
That's brilliant. Cheers.
Not a problem at all, and we'll obviously put those links in the episode bio. And please do go and buy it. Streaming's great, but please do go and buy a physical copy of the album. It won't disappoint you. It's fantastic. Thanks again for coming on.
Cheers,
giving up your Sunday evening as well.
Thank you for giving up your Sunday
evening. Not a problem at all. And look, I hope to try and catch up with you again. At a gig somewhere soon. Obviously, the one it was last year, wasn't it, that you played down in Dalston in London was fantastic. It was great to actually get to meet you, and
I was glad.
Hopefully, we'll get London by the end of the year.
Wicked, man. Wishing you best of luck with the album. Thanks very much for coming on. And I'll see you soon, I'm sure.
Thanks a lot, Mark.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, mate.
And all that leaves me to say is to thank everyone for listening to the latest This Is The Music Meets podcast. Please subscribe so you never miss out on any brand new episodes. And if you're loving the podcast, I would love to hear from you. So please leave a comment. If you are listening to this episode on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, then stay tuned, because at the end of the episode, you'll be able to hear You Choose by Hazy Sundays from their debut album, Chaos in Harmony, which is available to buy now on vinyl and CD. And you can also stream it as well on all of the usual music platforms. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for another This Is The Music Meets podcast. And remember, the future is bright, the future is indie.